Hi, Phil with Diode Dynamics. We're here in the studio today to cover some of the basic wiring and troubleshooting steps for our RGBW products and RGBW controller. For this demonstration, we'll be using our RGBW Demon Eye, but this is applicable for any of our other RGBW products. To begin your installation, you'll need to find an appropriate 12-volt power and ground. For this particular demonstration, I'll be using our dual input module, which ships with most of our OEM DRL board replacements. This features 2 powers and a single ground. All of our Diode Dynamics multicolor options will ship with a DC power connection. However, you will note 2 power connections available on our RGBW touch controller. You'll only want to use one or the other, not both. In this case, we'll simply connect the DC plug directly to the controller to power the unit. The next part of the process will require a small flathead screwdriver. You'll simply want to loosen the set screws on the bottom of the controller to give yourself room to input the power wires. Now that you have your set screws loosened, you'll notice the wire colors are called out on the controller itself. You'll simply want to match the wiring to the colors on the controller, with V+ being your black wire. Simply insert the wires into the connections. Flip over and retighten your set screws. Now that you have your driver connected, you'll go ahead and connect the JST to your Demon Eye or RGBW product, and you should light up. If your RGBW product is not lighting at this time, there are a couple of steps we can walk through to make sure we find out what might be happening. The first one we'll take a look at is going to be our power and ground. You'll want to make sure your taps are solid and connected, and then you'll also want to make sure that your DC plug is snug with the controller itself. If both of those are good, we'll move on to manually testing the driver and the LED board itself separate from the controller. To start this process, you'll again need your flathead screwdriver. You'll simply want to disconnect the wires from the controller itself. Once you have that loosened, simply pull the wiring out of the controller, and you're going to take these directly to power and ground. Now please note that the black wire in this instance is going to be your power, as these are ground controlled. Connect that to your 12-volt source, and then simply tap each of the other wires to manually light the boards in each color. Hopefully this video was helpful for you in setting up or troubleshooting your Diode Dynamics RGBW products. If you need more assistance or have any questions, please feel free to give us a shout. Thanks for watching.